really excited about is that we're constructing songs together, like just whole numbers where it's just taking chunks of it, dissecting it, and it's great that we can have that relationship and create something that's kind of the best of all of our strengths. Yeah, there's been a few songs that we've been doing that, but we haven't actually worked with Sam on an album other than MK3. And Fire Fire is really cool. Let's continue talking about it. Hello.
I think that the relationship that you have with your fans is really remarkable, and I wonder if you foresee that you'll be carrying that on.
Yeah, the question wasn't it? The question, I just want to repeat just in case anyone didn't hear it, was appreciating the relationship we have with our fans. I know we just heard the question, I couldn't repeat it.
Will we be continuing our relationship with the fans as it stands?
Yes, we'll try at least. We're not like owned by a record company or anything. We're all independent, so we do everything ourselves. We do notice the growth when we go to conventions and stuff. We have less and less one-on-one time with people, but that's just because there's so many of you now. And when we started, there'd be like 50 people, and it'd be the same 50 people. But now it's a little bigger than that. So yeah, I mean, we definitely try to keep answering emails, answering our Asks box on Tumblr, trying to retweet stuff when we can. We have our Q&A that we do monthly, which is like on YouTube. Trying to basically engage the fandom.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Conventions are a special treat because we get the opportunity to do panels and stuff, and show up in makeup, and you guys get and you are in makeup sometimes too, and we get to take photos together. So conventions are really special to be able to have time allotted for that, because if we do one-shot shows, it's a lot more difficult, because we realize that a lot of people really like that about our band, and we're just really grateful for this kind of opportunity to have it spread out across days and stuff.
Yeah, it's a little bit harder when we have something like, we'll play the Roxy one night, but there's no time for autographs, or there's no time for pictures or anything like that, or chatting, and then we're off to whatever our next thing is. But at convention, we're here all weekend, so.
So if this is cool with you, then yeah, we can do this, no problem. We can keep doing this.
Will that suffice? And I mean, maybe in the future, when we're down our luck, we'll put stuff on eBay. Hatchworth will come and cook dinner for you. $100,000. $100,000?
It'd be worth it.
We'll start the bidding at $5.
Let me play your PlayStation 4. I'll come over and get
What inspired your song "Turn Back the Clock"?
Well, turn back the clock. Well, definitely, I'm a musical fan, and I wanted to. I guess it kind of became apparent that Rabbit needed a song for the album, since we had like one for Spine and one for Hatchworth, and even though mine's not in the same happy-go-lucky vein, it's telling. There's that. Rabbit has some issues, and I think it became apparent like in Balboa Park. I saw little kids growing up, and sure, it was only like maybe in the span of 3 years, but it just was crazy. And then you get to thinking like, well, how do these robots? They've existed for so long that they've seen people come and die, and that maybe their perceptive of time is different than us. That they could blink and they don't understand, like someone who looks like the same person, that could be a grandchild, which is what I was getting at, is that original girl died, and this was like a grandkid that he was seeing. He just didn't understand, so just very sad. I think it's very cliche, but it's Bicentennial Man. But essentially, yeah, there's so many interesting themes with being a robot, and some of those little darker, sadder themes we want to explore. But there's also a lot of fun stuff. Sad song almost didn't make it on the album. Yep, yeah. Mike really didn't like it, and I had to fight for it, but I'm glad I did. Because actually, you didn't even want it at that point. And then I was gonna replace it with Dream Machine, which is a really old song. Some of you might have heard it. It'll eventually make it on an album. Yeah, but I would really want it on there too.
It was a great counterpoint to all the silly shenanigans.
Yeah.
I really like. I thought. I mean, I couldn't imagine without it.
It kind of sets a transition, a mood for the next album. That it's so orchestral and stuff. So And that was all thanks to David, so I really got to hand it to him. He really made those strings sound believable, and, well, you know, it's fake, yeah. Oh, it's really great. It still sounds. He captured it. It's, you know, when we get access to an orchestra, then maybe we can start talking about strings.
How to write music.
Yeah, we'll figure that out one day.
All right. I was curious what you guys had, if you guys had any plans for the evolution of your costumes, or if you just sort of make it up as you go along. And sort of on that same vein, Bunny, are the tights better than the tight pants?
Yeah, they definitely are.
All right.
Those were denim, and they did not stretch very well. It's nice to be able to move.
Yes, it is nice to be able to move. That's what I'm thinking about now. This jacket has is 3 layers of fabric, and it's, you know, doesn't move so easy, and it holds in all of my body's odors from the night before. And I got rid of my boots because those things were a death trap inside, and things were growing inside my shoes.
Yeah, man, I don't know how you wore those large boots. It's just ridiculous.
I don't anymore. I don't. So yeah, for me it's like, okay, now I see what doesn't work. Let's strip it away. I mean, I have ideas for new stuff. I think we all do have ideas for new costumes.
You're getting a new vest soon, right?
It's new. It's not supposed to look any different from this one. It's just supposed to be more comfortable for me to be able to perform and move around on the stage. Because right now it's a bit tough, but we've got some larger plans, I think.
In the immediate future, do you want to talk about your back and those lights?
Yeah, talk about it.
I got lights on my back. So basically, are they on right now? Yeah, they just turned red. I think they're cycling right now through. These are super cool. You probably saw the lights. They even let off like an ambient glow. Yeah, they're really bright. We started doing like EL tape and stuff to kind of give accent lighting to the robots, but it just wasn't bright enough for stage use unless it was pitch black. So naturally, going to LEDs was something I wanted to do, but it's hard to power them and stuff. So we found these strips that they use for ambient lighting in cars and stuff, and pretty ambient lighting like kitchens and stuff. It's kind of standard now. It doesn't use as much voltage as incandescent lighting or anything like that. The idea behind lighting up our costumes, which none of us really have lights anymore except for me on my back, is to sync them up so Steve can actually control them with lighting cues, with all the other cues he's doing. So all of our lights on us will change colors to different songs. So we're basically taking a light show with us. Imagine when we break down, you know,
He looks thrilled
it starts
about it.
pulsing red or something, right? Yeah. So it's a proof of concept kind of that it's like, hey, look, these are bright enough, and they really light up. I mean, even when the stage lights are on, you can still kind of see them. We're trying to work it into the new costumes. I know, obviously, Hatchworth, his thing doesn't light up anymore, kind of busted. But, well, the dry cleaners kind of messed it up. So. Yeah, obviously that's gonna light up.
Well, I think David's kind of pioneering the lighting thing, thankfully. I mean, he's got his eye on the game for that, so.
And Steve's the whole technical, trying to figure the DMX stuff out.
And I'm just kind of the genius behind all of it, running everything. Just the thing, you know.
I can't wait. This thing does light up, but yeah, I can't wear it because the battery pack has no place to live right now. I don't know if it's going to be. We haven't figured it out completely. I don't think it's going to be bright enough, so we have to. Yeah, we're figuring this out. And then everyone keeps telling me, I thought this was going to light up on your chest, and so now I kind of have to add another light source. So, we do need. Everyone is definitely going to need like front lighting, because the back stuff is cool, but no one's going to see it. So we gotta. Yeah, you're probably going to have a little thing, probably something ready.
I got a thing on my hair.
Well, this vest was actually designed to have an underglow, but we just could never get it to work. So it has like, the vest is 2 parts right here. Kind of like, it was supposed to look like a G.I. Joe kind of thing, where their upper torso moves separately from their bottom torso. But we could never get lights bright enough, and even these, they're pretty bright, and it still doesn't glow on the black pretty bright. So we're going to think about something else to add light to the fronts of. This one's pretty obvious. It's a hole right at the end.
And I'm getting a new jumpsuit at some point.
Oh yeah, Steve's getting into the costume.